I think I'm live. I hope I did this right. Because I'm not ready. Sorry. But I am live. I think it's working. So, first off, sorry for getting here a little bit late. My phone died. My iPad's dead. It's charging, and I had to get some water because unfortunately I forgot I have a cough. So sorry, I have a cough. So I need some water. But I planned this before and forgot about the cough, but we'll get through it. Anyways, obviously it's my birthday, which isn't like a big deal except I'm 50 now, which is crazy. Um crazy. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's exciting. Um got a lot to talk about. Got a lot of life. Um but first, thank you guys for being here, checking in. Thank you for your birthday messages and just being here. I think TJ was on here or something. Um, Carol, hello, and Serena, Sophie, Viviana. Thank you guys, Donna, Melissa, and Carrie, and all of you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your wishes. How do I feel? I feel okay. I feel good. I feel half and half. I'm 50. Um, I feel good. I feel thankful. I'm blessed. I'm happy to have made it. I remember many years ago. Uh, I was at Neverland with my uncle Michael, and I forget how old I was, but I remember it was young. It was like I think I had just turned 20 or something like that, and he congratulated me on making it to 20, which my response was I'm 20. And he reminded me that a lot of people don't make it to that age. There's a lot of people that aren't fortunate to make it to that age, and it just life is not promised and all of those things. So any time, any birthday really is special, but this one, like I said, making it to 50. uh I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of weird. I was scared to walk this morning. I was talking to some friends earlier. I was scared to go on my walk because I walk every morning, and even though it's my birthday, like I was born at 9:18 LA time, so I walked at. I think I was walking around 8 o'clock, and that's basically 6 o'clock LA time. So I had to wait till 11:18 to really say for myself that I was 50, that I had made 50 years. So I was actually scared on my walk, thinking something would happen to me. So I was uh, I was walking cautiously, hoping not to pass out or something. I know it sounds crazy, but I was really concerned. Um, but I've been trying. I've been trying to really um, take care of myself better. And I think, well, I know since our father passed away, TJ has really been spearheading my brothers and I, the three of us, to really get healthy, and our significant others and other friends and family members to really take care of ourselves because we are getting older, and healthy habits. I've been walking every day this year. I've been doing 10,000 steps. I don't miss. That's a promise I made to myself, and it's for my father. So I don't miss that, and I won't miss that. I said at least a year, and I'm sure I'll continue that. But every day I do my 10,000 steps. I reach it, and it's a lot easier when you start your morning off with the walk because I get a good 5 to, depending how long I go. But if I like for today, I went for an hour, so I got a good, what did I get? 6,000, 6,500 steps, something like that. So once you get a nice head start like that, it's easy. But just taking care of yourself, eating better, walking, moving more. Uh, we'll get into it because I got some goals. I got some goals, some things I want to do. Um, but first, we're gonna have a little coughs. That's gonna be annoying, but I forgot about that part. Sorry about that. Um, First, and I got sick in Italy. I got sick in Italy. We were just overseas, my brothers and I and our families, for some shows in France, and in between our shows, I went to Italy, which was great. My kids wanted to go. Um, Bree's been there before. I've been there before, but it was really cool for my kids. They got to see the Colosseum and Sistine Chapels and everything, and it was really cool. The streets are just incredible. And I was there for a week, so the first few days I was taking my time because I knew I had a whole week there. And like the second day in, I got sick. I was tired. My back was hurting. I'm not gonna say it's old age. I'm not gonna give it to old age. I just think I don't know. Wasn't The traveling wasn't that difficult. We were flying and stuff, but that's not a lot. Not like we were back in the day. So it's not that. I think I was just walking a lot and just not sleeping enough. So that's another goal I have. I got to get some more sleep. But yeah, so I got sick, and I've had this cough since. So it comes in and out, but we'll be all right. Um Anyways, where am I? Okay. Anyways, I thought it would be cool. Well, it might not be cool, but I thought it would be. Sorry. If I kind of went through, it's a weird thing when you hit 50. It's a weird thing because you don't feel like super old, but you're older. You're old. You're you've been around the block. Like you've been on the ride. You've seen the movie. They're starting to do remakes of the movies that you had. Um, Things change. A lot of the people that you grew up watching on television, um, those heroes you have, unfortunately, they start passing away, and it's like the circle of life is you're kind of you're kind of getting closer to the other side. So it's different. It's different, but you still feel young, which I do. I feel young, but things are different. Uh, but there's still a lot of things I want to do, a lot of goals I still have, a lot of things. I'm still full of energy and life and dreams and things. So that hasn't changed. But I thought it would be cool if I have my list right here. I thought it would be cool because I was just, it started off with me. One of the goals I have now that I'm 50, well, it's been a goal for a while, but now we're really going to do it. I need to simplify. I'm really trying to simplify. I'm not going to be like was it minimalist? Is that how you say it? Minimalistic, minimal, something like that. Minimalism. I hate the cough. But I want to simplify, and I struggle with that because it's hard for me to throw things out because I always feel like I will need it at some point, which sometimes I do, and mostly I don't. So I hang on. I have a tendency to hang on to things, even when I replace it. Like if I have a cable that is breaking or broken or torn, I will buy a new one, but I will not throw the old one out. I don't know, and I will still use the old one and have the new one on standby. I don't know why I do that, but I'm trying to break that habit of just getting rid of it. It sounds stupid, but that's me. Um, so I'm trying that. One of my goals is to get rid of 8 things, eight to 10 things, we'll say, a week, whether it's shirts, cables, hard drives. There's, I don't want to call it junk, but there are things that I don't need or things that I'm not using that I can part ways with. So that's one of my things that I'm really going to try to do. And I started that simplifying process by going through my hard drives and trying to, I have a lot of hard drives, but I'm trying to consolidate them and get rid of some stuff. But doing so, going through my hard drives, I went through some photos. This is where I'm getting at, by the way. I went through some photos and I started going through the and photos and videos. And I came across a lot of really cool moments in my life, memories. Basically, I was going through my life. Um, I was basically going through my life, which, like I said, I was doing this last week. So it kind of was leading up to this. And uh, I don't think, did I write it? I don't think I wrote it down. Did I write it down? Hold on. Sorry. My phone died. I wrote something down, but my phone died and I don't think it's saved. But yeah, I don't think it's saved. Um, but I wrote down a lot of things. I did write this down, this list of my 50 years. Um, highlights and things, just notes, little notes. But I was going through some things and God, I wish, where did I write that? Because it was actually pretty good. It was pretty well written, I thought. But I don't think I do have it. But I'm not going to read it. I'll just reference it. But I learned a lot of things going through my photos and my videos, and there's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of good, a lot of bad, happy and sad. um, but looking back, it's been a ride, And I think if we all look at our lives, we'll see there's been some good moments and bad moments and some ups and downs. And I think the thing is it kind of all levels out, it all balances out, but you just have to keep living. You just have to keep pushing forward. Um, yeah, it's been crazy. But what I want to do first is talk about, well, sounds a little, is what it is. It's my birthday, so talk about me and my life, my 50 years. Water. Mm. Before we go into that, let me just catch up and see if anyone's. God, I'm so sorry for that. I forgot about the cough. All right, are you going to do something? Are you going to do something today for your birthday? I am. I am actually going to go out to dinner. I think at 7:30. I think they said 7:30. Going out with some family friends, just the grown-ups, because Bryce has a football game, a scrimmage tonight. So I will be celebrating with them tomorrow. I don't know what they have planned, but I was told because we can't really do much today, um, that I'll be doing something tomorrow with them. So I'll be doing something tomorrow with them. Um, Let me see if there's any other questions, and then I'll continue. I just started walking one step at a time. Walking's really good. Walking's good. Just move. Just move. Sorry, guys. I wish you the best for this year and all the years to come. Lots of success in your career. Thank you. Okay. What's your favorite birthday dessert? My favorite birthday dessert, I would say, would be I like I would get like the what is it called? I don't know what it's called. It's like the lava cake, the chocolate lava cake with the ice cream. I was getting that for a couple years straight. I was doing that. But I don't it's weird. It's like I have a sweet tooth, but I don't really have a desire to eat that as much. Like I'll have a little bit of it, but I won't have the whole cake. So I'll try it. But I used to like that a lot. I used to like that a lot. All right. Carol, I think your sons are keeping you young. Yes, they're definitely keeping me young. My sons are keeping me young, but they're also reminding me that I'm old. They do sometimes, like they will tell me that, but also like with Adrian, I'm playing basketball a lot with him, and like when we came back, Adrian loves basketball. So when we went to Europe, we were there for 3 weeks. We didn't play basketball, obviously. So the second we got home, he wanted to go to the basketball courts every day, and I took him every day, and we were playing. And he's obviously a lot younger than me. So after the first day, I was sore. The second day, I pushed it. The third day, I was struggling. Um, and I don't play full out like he does with everyone. I just try to stay on my feet and keep moving. But yeah, my legs were tired. They were weak, and I had some pain. That's some age, but that's also my weight. So gonna get to that. But yeah, they remind me that and I'm sore. Like my back is sore. Some of that is age. Like I'm older. So yeah. But they keep me moving. They keep me younger. I will say that. All right. Let's continue with let's go. Tara, what's your favorite 3T song? It's gonna be anything. I've answered that many times, but it's mainly anything because of what it means and my brothers and I's first single, and the fact that we wrote it, produced it, and it wasn't really planned to be our first single. We actually wrote it for our second album because we had finished the first album, and the record company and the promotional company couldn't really agree on the first single because I think at the time we wanted Why, they wanted Tease Me. So that was we had a new song. We didn't play it or play it for them at the time because we were working on the next album, even though the first album wasn't done. And we played it for them, and they loved it. So, and it was good because one of the reasons they didn't want to come out with Why was because it was Babyface and it was Michael Jackson, and that would have been obviously overshadowing us. But at the same time, we wanted to go with what was best. So that was our vote. And Tease Me wasn't really represented a side of 3T, but I don't think that's like 3T. But this was great. Anything was great because it was completely us. So it worked. All right. Okay, I'm going to get back to these questions. There's a lot. Okay. So we're okay with time. What I wanted to do was I wanted to go kind of through my life, my 50 years, quickly. Not like it won't take forever, but I kind of wanted to go through my life and just highlight some of the uh, some of the memories, not like per year, just like some key things. And these aren't like I didn't spend too much time on it, but I was trying to just reflect on my life and 50s. When you're looking at this list, it's like 50s up there. But it is what it is. So I numbered them, and yeah, I'll just read them off real quick, and then I'll pick maybe one or two of the most important things I think. So starting with the number one, I'm gonna say the highlight was being born, obviously, but the Jet magazine cover. It's my first cover, so I highlighted that. It was the first time I was on a magazine. Um, Obviously, it was because of my father being in the Jacksons. He was having another child, which was me, and basically was on the cover. I guess it is kind of. I guess it is because of me because I don't. That's what the story was. He was having another child. So I guess that's technically I'm on the cover and earned it somewhat, kind of. I'll take it. But I'm gonna say that was my I don't remember much obviously from then. So that was number one was being born Jet magazine. Number two, I didn't really have a number two because I couldn't remember anything there. I'm probably like started walking or something, we'll say that. Three was off the wall and off the wall because that gets us at what 1978, 79. Don't stop till you get enough. Now I'll tell you a quick story with grandma, and it's really was I think it was Auntie Janet and Auntie Latoya, but every time I see don't stop till you get enough, I think of this. There's a part in the video where there's three MJs doing the dancing, and it's kind of a stupid story, but it's just the memory I have. But I remember watching it for the first time in the room, um, watching it in the room, and I don't remember which sister it was. I don't know if it was Auntie Latoya or Auntie Janet. I don't think it was Auntie Reby, but it could have been. But they were telling me that the other two were Uncle Marlon and Uncle Randy. So I thought it was three different people dancing, but it was all I don't know. I told you the story wasn't great, but it's a memory that I have. But they were egging me on for a while. Not grandma. Grandma was just laughing, but I remember they were doing that, and I kind of got I don't want to say I got them back, but it was kind of funny because I remember many years later I played grandma. Um, that was the funny story too. I played grandma my music video. Uh, Make It Right. That's what it's called. I did a Make It Right song, and I did a video, which is actually on YouTube. You can go check it out. But in a video, I I'm playing all the members, characters of the video. So I remember when I showed grandma this, and I thought the video was cool and clever and all this stuff. Sorry. I thought this video was cool and clever. So I'm like, wait till grandma sees this is gonna be cool. But then I got, then you're thinking this girl's seen like the first time she's seen like Black or White or Scream, Rhythm Nation. Like I'm thinking of all the videos that she's really seen. My video is nothing compared to that, obviously. But what I wanted to say was I thought it was cool because grandma at one point she asked me who the other people were in the video. So I told her it was me, and she had to look closer. So it kind of felt like a little revenge for me. I didn't mean to do payback, but it reminded me of that. So back to my list. I guess four would be the "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough" thing. Five is 1980 Triumph album, and I started playing baseball. I played T-ball, Yankees, 1980. I was with Taj. I was number two, and he was number three. And six would be Brewers. I was T-ball. I was playing that was my first year playing t-ball by myself, but that's also the year of the Triumph Tour. So it's 1981. And around this time, the downside, sorry for the downer of the day, but this was the time that I was probably had my childhood trauma between this year, uh, 81 and 82. 82, I was on the Dodgers. See, I remember a lot of these years because I tied my age with baseball teams and then also with school, what grades I was in. So I could really run down these years because when I was 12, I know what team I was on. So it's a lot easier that way. So, um, when I was 7, I was on the Dodgers. That's when I met one of my really good close friends, Ryan Stromsport. He was on the Padres, and that's when I'm still friends to this day. You know, that's when Thriller came out. Thriller came out in November 1982. The following year, I was on the Angels, and Ryan's good friend, Louis. I met him. We were all on the same team. So it was Louis, Ryan, Taj, and Terrell. We were all on the same team, and our fathers were coaching. And we won the championship that year. That was my first championship. So we were cool. We were the Angels, and I was playing with the big boys because Ryan's older than me. I'm 8. I'm 8 at that time. 9, Astros. This is the Victory Tour. So this is the Victory Tour, and I say the Astros because this is the year I broke my arm. My father was the coach of the Astros, but he also did the Victory Tour, and I think the first date was in July. What else did I do? Yeah, one of my memories, because I'm in 4th grade now. Now I'm in 4th grade, but I remember the cereal, the Kellogg's, Frosted Flakes, Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops, Pops, Raisin Bran. They were on the cover and in the back, the stickers. I remember all of that, but that was the highlight of those years. That year, and I got my first guitar. I got my first guitar at 9. I think it was 9 or 10. And at that point, I started do some music stuff. Well, we were always doing music too, but I started that around that age. I started taking some of my father's stuff and putting it in my room. Sorry. 10, age 10, I'm 5th grade. I'm on the Padres. What else? Padres. This is the year I hit my first home run. I didn't hit it on the Padres. I was playing up, so I was 10 years old, but I was playing with the 11 and 12-year-olds, which is a big difference back then. But for the All-Stars, I had to play with the 9 and 10-year-olds because I couldn't play with the 11 and 12-year-olds. But I hit my very first home run against Sylmore. It was like a 2-2 count, something like that. And I don't like striking out, so I was just trying to put the ball in play. And I remember I hit a line drive left field, and the ball just kept going. It was my first home run. So I actually have a picture of that. And I had the home run ball, which I had to pay for because they were selling it in an auction. But yeah, so that would be 10. This is my first decade right there. That would probably be my first, well, it is my first 10 years. But yeah, a lot. I think the highlights, the main things was I would say 1981, because that's when I really the Triumph Tour, the live, Jackson's Live. It's when I really wanted to. I think at that point I decided I wanted to do music. That was the main influence. That, and obviously Thriller, but then also I guess the Victor Tour is in there too. All right, moving on. Are we okay with this? Is this okay? Is this boring or is this cool? I don't know. We're gonna get to it. We got to speed through this. I'm only at age 11. All right, age 11, Mets. I hit 4 home runs. That's the good part. The bad part is the All-Star team that year. I was 11. Remember, 11 and 12-year-olds. A lot. This is the bad part. I made the 11 and 12-year-old All-Star team. And in the All-Star game, in the elimination game, it's not always good stuff. Some stuff is going to be bad. Um, 11 and 12-year-old All-Star game, we had already lost the game. So if we lost another game, we were eliminated. And I was brought in to pitch. And like I said, Ryan, Justin, Stacy, a lot of my friends were 1 year older than me. So this was their last year Little League. And I don't know why I'm laughing because it's not funny. But anyways, I gave up a walk-off home run, and basically we lost the game, which was a terrible feeling. And I remember going back to the dugout, and they were crying, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I felt really bad, that I pretty much ended their little league careers. Um, but you tell them the story now, they probably laugh. But that had a little effect on me. That had some effect on me. So that would be my 11-year-old highlight. 12-year-olds, you bounce back. You come back stronger. 12-year-olds, I was on the Brewers. My father coached. I was on the team with TJ. TJ, my younger brother, he was. Sorry, I'm getting phone calls. TJ was on my team this year, and I want to say this is the first time TJ and I were on the same team, because TJ's 3 years younger than me, so the jump is a lot different. Yeah. So this was the first time I was playing with little TJ, and he was actually my catcher, which was cool. But that year was good for me. I hit, what did I do? 12 years. I hit 10 home runs in the season, and I hit 6 home runs in All-Stars. And another highlight, I got my black and white guitar. It's upstairs in my closet. It's my Telecaster. My father gave it to me, because at that point we were doing run-throughs, and we had a talent show. Jackson, well, it wasn't really a talent show. It was a family day. Yeah, it was a talent. No, it wasn't a talent show. It was not competition. We had a Jackson family day, and we were the cousins, the second generation. We were all performing, doing something. So some of them did some dancing. I know Jermaine Jr., he danced. Yashi danced. Autumn sang. And who else? I think Siggy was going to tap dance, but I don't know what. I think maybe he forgot his shoes or something. I think that was it. And then 3T, we performed. That was our first time really performing in front of people, and of course, it was our family. So it was a pretty. Looking back, I mean, you have MJ and all the Jacksons in there, and you had a pretty serious audience over there. But we performed, and we did. What did we do? 4 songs. You Can Call Me Al. We weren't singing. We were just playing instruments. So we did You Can Call Me Al, Beat It, Billie Jean, and I think we did. What song was it? Ben. Ben. I think we did Ben, and that was it. Yeah, I think those were the 4 we did, something like that. So that was 12. 13. So on the 13, I was on the Red Sox. Not much to talk about here, except 13-year-old All-Stars. So this was the year, I believe. This was the year. It was either 13 or 14 after my All-Star. So if you look at the 2300 Jackson Street video, it was actually a family day, but they shot the video for it. And if you notice, my brothers and I were not really in the video till the end. And it's because we were at my All-Star game. And we got eliminated, but not because of my pitching. We got eliminated. So I don't think I look too happy in the video, but that's why I'm in the video with my jersey on, because I just came back from losing an All-Star game. I think I was 13. I think that was 13. Yeah. 14, freshman year in college, or not college, freshman year in high school. Um, I started high school, and 15 is when I started to write some songs. Well, I wrote songs earlier, but 15 I wrote some songs probably that you guys would know. Like I wrote Memories is a song I wrote when I was 15. Uh, and I started like having like little girlfriends and stuff. So 15 I had Memories, Didn't Mean to Hurt You. That's when I got my permit to drive. But all those songs, like a lot of those songs that I was writing around that time. Next year was 16, Words Without Meaning. I wrote that in 16. And What Will It Take? That was written in the history class. Dr. Holbeck, that guy was amazing. That was my favorite teacher at Buckley because he really made you think. But that was that. I got my baseball jersey retired. Uh, I think that was the next year though, because I'm about junior. This is junior level. Um, Around this time. Let's see. Then I graduate from Buckley. I'm a senior, and then I start to do. This is the Free Willy soundtrack era. This is the Free Willy soundtrack, and I remember my brothers and I, we used our we used our Free Willy money that we got from it, and we bought a spa like a jacuzzi, um, so we can. I don't even think we used that thing, but it was like our first big purchase, so that's what we got with that. And then the next year is 1994. I was 19, and that's when I lost my mother. Um, Life changing, first obviously big loss, and we were recording our album obviously during that time. Um, I mean, not it's just yeah. So that's 19, um, and everything changed. I think everything changed since then. 20 was a big year for me because it's the year my brothers came out, and 95 we released Anything. At least here in America we released it, and I say it was a big year not because of the album and stuff, but I didn't really, I probably didn't know it or realize it then as much, but the fans really helped with that void of not having our mom. We felt a lot of love. So that was huge for us, at least for me, and I'm sure for my brothers as well. And then 21, 21, 3T, we were starting to do very well in Europe. This is 1996. So we started to do well. And at this point, we're all living in Hidden Hills with our father. And I think the next year, yes, the next year, 97, we do our tour, and I moved out like around the corner. I got my own apartment um, in 97. That was like the highlight. 23, I bought my first house, which was really cool. And I remember thinking when I purchased it that I would be there like 2 or 3 years, and I ended up being there for like 20 something. But I bought my first house in 1998, and 24. These are just highlights, obviously. These are just like little things. So much more has happened during these years, but just little quick notes. But in 1999, I became an uncle. Which was really cool. Royal was born, so TJ obviously became a father, and that's the note I have for that. Was that 20? That was 1999. So yeah, there we go. 1999 became an uncle, and which was really cool, really cool. 2000. These years, my brothers and I I think we are already done with the Lost album. Yeah, we're done with the Lost album around this time, and just pretty much on standby. But that's what we're doing around this time. 2001 ish. My brother TJ and I, we were writing a lot together. Um, and a good friend of ours, Corey Rooney, was in town and was in California because he was living in New York, but he was in California and invited us to write some songs with him and some of his production team. And during that time, we wrote a song for Auntie Janet that many people haven't heard or know of. It's a song called "Days Go By," but she recorded it and she released it. I think it was a bonus track in on. I think it was 20YO. It was like a bonus track for her 20YO album. But yeah, if you look up "Days Go By" Auntie Janet, yeah, TJ and I wrote that with Corey and Dan Shea. So that was a highlight. We also wrote TJ and I. We also wrote um, uh, "Rumors" with Corey. "Rumors" by Lindsay Lohan. So I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but yeah, those songs we wrote. All right, so 2002 we did "Identity." We had to do the whole. We had to do the whole. We had to start over. We had to do a whole new album. So I think we did that in 2002, 2003 ish. 2003 ish, we released "Stuck on You." 2004, that's still the Identity era. 2000. See, I kind of got lazy right in here. I did not do a lot of notes. I think I probably stopped and played basketball with Adrian around this time because now these notes are like missing. But I'll remember. So 2005, I turned 30. 2006, I met Bree. 2007, I was 2007. What was I doing in 2007? Probably writing some music still. I don't know. A lot of stuff. I was writing with I can't remember. Bruno. I wrote songs with Bruno. But in 2008, I am, where am I? 33 years old. And this is another cool moment for me. This was when I became a father. So enter Bryce Jackson into the world. So 2008 was that February 20th. I became a father. And life changing, really cool moment, life changing. I've always wanted to be a dad. And that happened for me in 2008. I want to. TJ got. I think TJ got married the year before. 2000. Yeah, TJ got married in 2007. Because I remember. I remember at his wedding, we had just found out that Bree was pregnant, and I remember we didn't tell anybody, and people kept congratulating me on the addition to the family. And I'm like, how do they know? How do they know? But they were talking about Francis. And I didn't figure that out till later. So, and the very first person I told was my uncle Michael, who was on the phone. He called to congratulate TJ, and he was the very first person I told that I was going to become a father. 2009. Was it 2000? Yeah, that was 2008. In 2000, no, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. 2009 was the year my uncle Michael passed. And again, I don't know. life is weird. It's. I would say, out of everybody in this world, he's definitely he is just incredible. And I'm not talking performer. I'm not talking performer. We all know the amazing performer uh, that MJ is. But as a person, as a uncle, as a human, just incredible, incredible. And I don't think I don't think people really. Some people know, some people really know, but it's almost like it gets lost. It gets overshadowed because of how incredible he is on stage. It gets overshadowed, I think. But as far as his heart and care, um, amazing. Definitely, definitely had a huge impact in my brothers and I's lives. Mine for sure, obviously. Um, but I'll speak on behalf of my brothers because they will say 100%, definitely. Um, so that was a blow. So and um, looking back, uh, there's so much that I was taught in that time that I didn't really understand till later. I don't know if that makes sense, but even now, it's like I think of things that he would say, and I'm now beginning to experience or beginning to understand and see. So definitely think about him every day. I think about him every day. Uh, but yeah. Okay. Um, 2010. Uh, um, I didn't write anything down for that, to be honest. Um, 2011. Um, Adrian, my second child, was born, and that was man, time flies, you guys. Because I remember that day like yesterday. It just flies. But Adrian was born, and that was different because Bree ended up being in the hospital. Then we found out there was an issue with Adrian, so then he had to go to the hospital. So I was like going back and forth between hospitals for a little bit, but everything turned out to be okay. Um, so that's a 36th. We'll jump to the 40s because I don't really have anything for 37, 38, 39. Just a lot of fatherhood stuff, probably, I'm sure. Yeah. 40. We're almost there. But this see how long this is, but that's my life. I'm old. 40, I would say I know I turned 40 and there was an episode on the what was it called? The Lifetime Jackson's second generation thing. So we did that. I did some performances with my brothers. Um, these next couple years, I think I was lost. Straight up. Like these next few years, it goes downhill for a little bit right now. It goes downhill. Like that Iyanla what was it, Fix My Life Iyanla and all that. Like, I was lost. It's like I don't know. I was going through a lot of stuff, um, and things went south. So things got bad. Uh, Things got bad for the next few years, and then 43, I did my Crazy Love album. Um, I liked that album. I felt that was a lot of growth, and who I was in the car with Adrian, and we played a couple songs from it, and it sounded pretty good to me. So I thought that was a good growth album for me. My production and everything, my mixing, it's about growth, guys. It's about growth. But I felt from my EPs before to Crazy Love was a huge jump. At least I feel like it was. So that was Crazy Love, which you can stream and check out for yourself, or you can get on my website, terrelljackson.com. uh 20 where are we 2019, 44. So this is this is Crazy Love show. I did a show in I did a few shows, but this was in Holland at the I'm not even going to say it because I think I say it wrong. It's like supposed to be like it's like the Milky Way. Milky Way is how they say it in American, but it's like something different. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say it. I said it wrong, probably, but leave me alone. But yeah, I did a show there, which was cool. It was different. It was different performing without my brothers, but it was fun to perform songs. And when I said it was fun, because I was thinking about my father came to the show and joined me on stage. So I am fortunate and happy that I have that memory, that I was able to do that and have my family come on stage and perform the last song. Uh, hold on one second. Sorry. Um, I just got a message saying I'm coughing so much, but sorry. What can I do? But anyways, yeah, it was cool to have that memory, have the photos, and just have that experience with my father and my boys and Bree and everybody. And thanks again to everyone that came out for that. I wanted to do more shows, but then we all know what happens later in 2019, right? 2019, 2020ish. Everything shut down, so that didn't happen. Um, all right. So then by that time, I worked on another album after that. Never released it. Never released this album that I worked out. I planned to, but never did. Uh 2020, I 2020, I think that's the year. Yeah. 2020, I believe, is when I decided to move. So I sold my house that I bought in 98 and sold it after 2 years of thinking I'd be there 2 years. I was there 22 years. Um, so I sold the house in 2020, and the next year I officially moved to Nashville, which is where I'm at now. Um, so that was that 2022. I don't know. Just being here, I'm 47. Can't remember much. 22. I don't know. Worked on music more, I guess. Cameras. I started doing some camera stuff. I did YouTube videos, but that was like more of 2021, I think. Yeah. And the reason, believe it or not, the reason, yeah, I was doing that in 2020. And then I was doing it weekly. I was posting. I was posting. I was doing well. And then I moved here. And when I say I moved here, it's like I went to LA and I drove cross country with my father and my two boys. And we did it in like 28 hours or something. And that was a fun trip. Fun trip. A lot of memories. But by the time I got here, I was really, really tired because I did most of the driving because Papa T was tired. He had just been to Hawaii and all this other stuff. So I did most of the driving. So when I got here, I was exhausted. And someone told me it's okay if you don't post to take a week off. So I didn't post. And then 1 week turned into two, which turned into 3 and 4. and then I and then I started looking back at my videos to see where I was and how to pick it up. And then that was just I really started to like critique myself. And I hated what I was doing. Like I hated it on one level, and on the other level, I understood because the whole point was I don't know what I'm doing, and it's okay to not know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to figure it out. And that was the whole thing, was like the journey of not knowing to knowing. And in my mind, it was like, that's okay. I'm not supposed to know it. But when I looked back and I looked at it, it was just terrible to me because I looked like a noob and I looked stupid, which was okay if you're in one mindset, but on the other mindset, I didn't like that. Because I wanted it to look a certain way, but I didn't know how to make it look a certain way and whatever. So I kept making videos, to be quite honest. I kept making videos, but I never posted them. So I have a lot of videos that I made, but I never posted them. This is funny. So, what year is this? I think it's 2022. My brothers and I, or maybe it was coughing. It works. Don't worry. It was I want to say 22, but it could have been 21. Anyways, my brothers and I had shows over in Holland. I don't know what year it is. It's 21 or 22. But I got COVID. I got COVID. I've gotten COVID twice on my birthday. And this is what happens. The first time, I believe it was in 21. Yeah, 21. Right when I moved into my apartment here in Nashville, I got it. And I had a lingering cough. The following year, I had the same thing. And I had shows in Holland, and my cough was bad, like worse. And I was so concerned to go on stage because I was like, I'm not going to be able to sing um, because I was coughing so much. But fortunately, I made it through. I think I just coughed during I Need You, which I don't sing. TJ sings. So I kind of got through. But around August, it was my birthday. So I was actually planning on making my YouTube return. And I actually actually shot a video. I shot a video and I'm coughing all through the video. And I was like, just keep going. Thought I was gonna cough. Just keep going. I'll edit around the coughs. But it was terrible. So I never posted it. And then I just never posted since. Wanted to, but just haven't. And even now, it's like I did a video since I've been back from Europe. I posted a video, or I didn't post. I'm working on a video, and I'm getting into that frame where it's like, this is stupid. So you probably won't see that one either. Um, the coughing's terrible, so we're gonna end soon. Um, but yeah, so that is 22, right? We're almost there. 2022. 48. We're close. We're right around the corner. I'm gonna make it. 2023. That's the year that I toured with my father and my uncles. And that was that was uh that was amazing for me. And I didn't know at the time. I mean, it was amazing to be on stage um, with my heroes, but knowing now and looking back, um, that was a time that I cherish, obviously. But even while I was doing it, even while I was traveling and performing with my father, I um, I had the right mindset of really really taking it in and really just enjoying the moment, and I'm happy I got to spend that time with my father and to tour with him. I learned a lot about him, and yeah, I learned a lot about him and really got to thank him, and take care of him in some kind of ways. And uh, it was really cool to be around him as much as I was. It's really cool to be around him, and really cool, really cool person, kind person. And when I say cool, like down to earth, you know. But I'm thankful for those times. Um, and I told him often that I loved him. I thanked him, um, and obviously I wish I had more time with him, but I'm 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 really happy I got those moments with him. So that is the start of 23, kind of midway through. I had surgery to repair. I had a abdominal hernia, so I also had surgery. In between, I did what, two shows. I did Florida, Memphis, and then I had surgery, and then I had like 10 days to recover, and then I did like more shows in the UK. So I was on stage, wrapped up, and I gained a lot of weight, guys. Gained a lot, too much, terrible. But we're gonna get to that. Um, and then 40, 49. Papa T. My father passed away, as you all probably know. Um, and yeah, I obviously in my last life talked a lot about that. But I'm good. I'm not gonna cry. Um, but yeah, it's different when you lose both of your parents. Like losing my mom and losing my uncle. Like you it sucks, and you've been through it, so you kind of know how it goes. It doesn't make it easier, um, but it's different. It's I can't explain it. It's different for me, at least, when you lose like both. It's a weird feeling. Like you really feel on your own. And yeah, you can move out. You can start your own family. You can pay your own bills and be your own person, be responsible, and all those things, and be on your own. But when you're by yourself, when you don't have your parents, it's no matter how old you are, at least for me, it's just different. You don't have it's like, for me, it's like no matter what and whenever, I could always rely on my Uncle Michael. I could always call my mom, or I could always, reach out to my father. And those three people, um, I knew would always give me advice, um, because they loved me and because they cared for me, and really try to make things better for me. Love, unconditional love, and uh, it's different. I don't have that anymore. You don't have, uh, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. You just don't have that. You don't have to question, like, is there a motive? Is this like, are they steering me wrong for the, like, I didn't have to do that with them. And I knew, it's like, they're always there for you, and they'll always steer you the right way. At least they believe it to be the right way. Um, but when you don't have that option to pick up the phone to call, or it's different. It's different. So yeah. I know that took a while. I'm older. I'm older. um but that takes us to 50. So obviously I stopped here at 50. um and there's I don't know how many numbers I get to write after this. Hopefully I get to write many, but uh not promised any numbers. um so I'm thankful, and I appreciate all the good and all the bad, because it's part of the journey. It's part of it all. You can't have, sorry, I'm like quoting my lyrics, but I believe them to be true. You can't have good times without experiencing bad times. You can't experience only the good in life. Sometimes the bad, you have to go through the bad to get to the good. And whatever it is, it's like it's like my home. Sorry, I don't mean to sound arrogant or anything, but it's like my home runs, or even getting my jersey retired. Like, that's wonderful, but I think I had to give up that 3-run blast, which I have it. Like I said, I have it on video. Um, and I felt terrible, you guys, but I had to go through that. I had to go through the failure, um, of that. And you put in the work, you change. Look the difference. See? Come on, Bryce. I'm doing YouTube live since you want to make all that noise. Come on. Yeah. Come on, Bryce.
Do I get to say hi too?
If you want, come on. No, come
There's a
in.
camera.
It's right here. Bryce is gonna say hi. Come on, Bryce. Take the hood off, Bryce.
My hair.
Bryce, take the hood off, please.
Age is nothing but a number.
And Bree. Bryce, take your. Come on, Bryce, since you want to make all that noise. Look, they're all saying hi to you. Tell him to take off the hoodie.
No.
Bryce, say hi.
Hi.
They're saying hi, Bree.
Hi.
So, I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying, because Bryce just came in and rudely interrupted the vibes. Oh, the home runs. Yeah, so you have to have, you have to go through it sometimes. And the coughing's here, you guys. You have to go through it sometimes. You can't just always have the good moments, and I don't think it would be as fun if you just had good moments. I think you have to experience some bad times, because the bad times make the good times that much better. Um, these guys are quite annoying, interrupting me. Thank you. But yeah, you have to go through some. You got to get a little dirty. You got to get a little dirt on it sometimes, and sometimes you gotta, like, the glass got to break. And even though you can patch it up, it won't be the same. You start to appreciate the cracks and, the scars, the body scars. What do they call them? Like war wounds and stuff. But like sometimes you have to have that because it's experience, it's life, it's growth, it's knowledge. But yeah, you just some things are very, very hard and difficult. Times can be tough. Things can get heavy in life, but you just have to keep going. You have to keep going, and things will work out. That's kind of what I learned looking back. Things will work out. It's life, and life is incredible. Life is painful. It's all of this. It's all of this stuff. So I'm gonna wrap this up soon, but I'm gonna tell you my goals moving forward from here, and I'm gonna make it quick. Don't worry. 50 pounds. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to lose. I'm not trying to. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I've lost a lot of weight in the past before, but obviously I've gained it all back. Because I think I mean, I was juicing, I was losing it really fast. Like one time, I think I lost like 35 pounds in a month, which is crazy. But like I said, it came back. So I think I know I'm going to lose 50 pounds. What I think I'm going to do, I am doing these things. I'm changing my diet. I'm going high protein, low sugar. I'm going to try gluten-free. I don't know about that, but I'm going to do gluten-free, low sugar, protein, high protein, gluten-free. I'm going to do the intermittent fasting, and going to work on my sleep. I'm going to work out, keeping my 10,000 steps. I'm going to add weights into it, lightweight. I'm going to really, really try to take better care of myself. And I'm aiming for 3 pounds a week, but really I'm going for like 2.5, but I'm aiming for 3 because my goal is to lose 2 to 2.5 pounds a week, which will get me 8 to 10 pounds a month. And by the end of the year, if I stick to that, I would have lost roughly between 40 and 50 pounds. So we're going to have some hurdles in there. We're going to have some challenges such as like Thanksgiving and Christmas and all those desserts and all that stuff. But we're going to work around that. We're going to figure that out. But this is what I'm going to do. And I'm doing it. I'm either starting tomorrow. I wrote a song like that. I'm either starting tomorrow or I'm going to start Sunday or Monday. And the reason I was going to start tomorrow, but I just found out that because of Bryce's football game, that some of the celebrations for me is going to be tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm definitely starting either tomorrow or the next day or Monday. So between now and Monday, I'm starting. If obviously you probably don't have 50 pounds and you don't have to lose any weight. But I'm going to be on that mission, and that's my transformation thing. So I'll be posting about that and doing all that story stuff. So if you want to come along for the ride or lose maybe 5 or 10 on the way, hop on in. But I will need your support. It'd be great to just give me some encouragement. But I'm going to do this. I need to. because I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't. In the beginning, I was talking about how do I feel, and I don't feel old, but my body is like I'm not helping it out. The knees don't need to be carrying extra 40, 50 pounds. You know what I mean? So I got to help my body out. So that's what I'm going to do. I know TJ for sure, Taj as well. They've been more, I told you, we're all really trying to pay attention to our health. And it's not a visual thing. It is, but it's more for our health. We want to be here for our children and for our families. So um, that's what I'm doing. I know they're doing their own things as well. And we've been doing this, like I said, TJ's been spearheading this. My brothers and I, we've been checking in on each other, really making sure that we're moving, that we're staying on top of being healthy. And yeah, we're on it. So I'm turning it up. 50, got the simplifying. I got the 50 for 50. That's what I'm calling it. 50 pounds for being 50, or I'm 50 for losing 50 pounds, whatever. And my music, you can go check out my music still. Crazy Love, The One, all kinds of music. Still doing music, and I'm looking forward to doing more things with my brothers, because that's important to me. I'm sure it's important to them. I know it's important to my father and to my uncle and my mom. So I'm sure my brothers and I are going to do a lot in the future. We spoke about it, so that's going to happen. But we got a lot of stuff coming up, individually, collectively. By the way, make sure you check out my brother TJ. He's going live tomorrow, and his live won't have any coughs, so you don't have to worry about that. My water's almost gone. But make sure you check out TJ's live. He's going live tomorrow. Turn the page. He's going to be talking about that and all these other great things he's doing. But I guess that pretty much wraps it up, you guys. Yeah, I've been talking forever, but that's it. That's my big 50 for now. And let me see. Go rest that voice. This voice is terrible. I'm sorry, you guys. I mean, I planned it, and thank you. I planned it. It's gotten worse the last day or two. I don't know. It could be the allergies or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna work on this. No more coughing, and check out my brother's live tomorrow. Thank you again for all of your messages, all your support, really throughout all these years, you guys. It's it's been a ride. It's been a ride, and I got so many pictures on my desktop, and I don't know how to share them and show you guys, but I'll post some here and there. But yeah, it's been a long 50 years. And like I said, I don't know how many more numbers I got left, but I really want to thank you all for being there for me and being part of the journey. And that's it. I thank you for joining me today. Sorry it went long. And I don't know. I love you guys. I thank you, and really take care of yourselves. All right. Take care of yourselves and take care of other people too, because we all need some love, for real. Sounds corny, but it's true. We're I don't know. All right. And I will say this too, from a wise old man. If you're planning on doing something, or if there's friction between you and another relative or a friend, whatever, it's like, fix it, fix it, fix it, sort it out, fix it. If you're planning on doing something, do it, do it. Because life is not promised, it's not guaranteed, and just do it. Sorry to sound like Nike, but just live. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna end this stream. What's up, Corey? If you're old, then I'm extending that. Love you, Corey, man. I love you, Corey. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll say thank you to everyone that sent me messages, all my friends and family. So that's it. I'll catch you guys soon. We're losing this weight, 50 pounds. Promise you, guaranteed it's done. It's going to take some time, but I'm going to get it. Promise. Done. See you guys later. We're out.